Welcome to Heard with Trevor. Today in the House of Commons, the different parties are debating a couple bills. Bill C-30 and Bill C-31, both are called Cost of Living Acts, just named number 1 and number 2. And essentially what these bills are is the bill C-30 is where the government is going to double the amount of GST that people can receive back, and Bill C-31, this is the bill they're using to address the Dental Benefit Act, and which I don't know why they didn't just call it that. I might have a clue, because they're probably going to have to change how they set this whole system up once it goes to the point where it includes everyone. And then the second part is the $500 that comes out of the Rental Housing Benefit Act for those in need. Now, some pretty manipulative ways the Liberals are bringing up the numbers here on both of these bills. We hear them in the House talking about the dental bill is going to help 500,000 kids because there's 500,000 children in that age group in Canada, and that's certainly not true. Reasoning for that is this bill is it's basically for people that are or families that are making less than $90,000 a year. So with that, there's also on the lower end of the scale, for example, people in the province of Quebec. There's no need for this program for anything for children under the age of 10 because the province in Quebec already has a plan that would cover this. So essentially, it's only going to help these children in Quebec from age 10 to 12 and up to the families making $90,000 per year. Now, looking at here in British Columbia, we've got what's called the Healthy Kids Program, and most of what this dental money would be needed for would be covered for those children. There are some things like certain surgeries that there still are expenses for, even if you're on the Healthy Kids Program, but it really cuts back who this is actually going to be helping. And I'm just going to bring up the two different bills here for us. And the first one is Bill C-30. And as I said, they're calling it the Cost of Relief Act number 1. And it amends the Income Tax Act. I like that the Liberals broke this down and actually included the numbers in here. However, that doesn't mean to say that it's not very convoluted in the process that you are required to go through to figure out if you're going to get this additional money. It's rather amusing. You basically have to do 0.25 times brackets A minus B brackets minus C. And A is representative of the first section here, and then you have to figure out section B and C as well there. Doesn't need to be that complicated. I don't know why they wouldn't just put a dollar amount, like just as an example, say you're making $48,000 a year or under, right? Because that's really a lot of unnecessary tax in the way that they're putting this through here. So looking over at Bill C-31, this one's coming through the Ministry of Health, and this is the Dental Benefit Act, and it looks as though it would include a lot of people, or a lot of children, I should say, because it is for under 12 or 12 and under, and eligibility and how most of these children are going to actually have been covered under a dental program from their province, and there's going to be very few of these, surgeries that they cannot afford to do, that they need the extra $650 because they've decided to put the payments through the CRA in the same way that CERB or CRB or the workers' lockdown benefit type payments were released. The only difference is this time is that you're going to have to provide who it is that has done the surgery or will be doing the surgery, the dental surgery that is, and also provide a receipt when you do file your next income taxes. And it's going to cut out a lot of kids, like just here in BC. As I said, kids under 12 already have the Healthy Kids program, and most of this is already going to be covered. So people aren't going to be able to actually apply for this additional $650 or apply for the second $650 because there's two separate application processes that people will need to go through. And then, as I said, in the end, people are going to have to pay, prove that they've paid the $650 to Revenue Canada through their income taxes with a receipt from the dentist office. So the amount of benefit depends on how much the applicant has made in a year. So $650 if the parents made less than $70,000 that year. If you made between $70,000 and $80,000, it's a $390 payout that you can receive if you need help with kids' dentists, and making $80,000 to $90,000 a year is a $260 payment that you can be issued twice over, once the first year, once the second year. So somewhat disappointing. There's not very many people that really are going to have the coverage that the Liberals and the NDP are making it sound like today in the House of Commons. We know that lots of kids are already going to be covered for this. Unfortunately, it's just for children 12 and under. Really wish they would have just started this with all kids, because then we would have, that would have included a lot more children in need here, and this isn't really going to cost the federal government a whole lot of money, just because out of those 500,000 kids in Canada that are under the age of 12 years old, very, very few of them will actually be able to qualify for this new dental program that the NDP and the Liberal government has put into place here for us. And that's all I got for you on this one, folks. Hope you enjoyed, and please do like and subscribe, and have a great day.